Vitality is our ability to have spiritual, emotional, mental, and physical bliss. Some call it paradise. We call it a game.
Hey all my Crimsonites, and welcome to the Crimson Cure channel, where we embrace our femininity, increase our womanly values, and celebrate our brothers. So join me on our feminine journey to learn, heal, and grow. Hey there, my Crimsonites, and welcome to the Crimson Cure channel. I'm your host, femininity coach, and author of The Crimson Cure, and this is my perspective. So I have a beautiful video to show everybody. And we're going to come back and cook a topic because I want to show these young hyenas why they can't get what they say they want. And we're going to dispel a couple of myths. I want you to watch this video very carefully, and then we're going to come back and cook. So here we go.
Favorite way for him is on bread. So you want me to make you a sandwich?
You taste it first, then you can make your sandwich.
Yeah, it's come in good. Come in the camera
and say hi.
This is the love of my life.
Let's see.
Hear that crunch? That's from the peppers.
Mm-hmm.
What do you need?
Need a little spice for hold still. Oh yeah, it tastes right now. Yeah,
Very cute.
yeah, that's really good.
That's good.
Mm-hmm. While you had a little sandwich, and I might as well have some nice tea and chips to go with it.
You want me to make that for you? I promised God I was gonna see about you. So here comes the sandwich.
Okay, I'm gonna go just sit down there.
My favorite.
That video was the sweetest thing I have seen all year. But it is a dream to a hyena. We're going to dispel a couple of myths because, see, they would look at that woman and say, well, she was an old pick-me. They talk about our foremothers, our grandmothers that kept their marriages together for 40, 50 years, stayed with men, made their house a home, made their children comfortable, made their men comfortable, loved their husbands, performed their duties, sought the fulfillment as women within their marriages and within their family life, with their husband and with their children. Now, I don't know how long that couple has been together, but I would wager it's no less than 30 or 40 years. The way that she was looking at him, you understand that? The way that he looked at her, how they spoke to one another, how they interacted with one another, was a dream that a hyena will never achieve. And you'll never achieve that because everything that that woman said and did in that video, you have cursed it to high heaven. You would never do it. The first thing she asked him was, did he want a sandwich? Y'all cringe at that. A sandwich. She had made that food that she know he gonna enjoy because she looked like she can throw down and been throwing down for the whole time. You understand that? He came over to taste it. And before she fed him, first of all, she fed him a fork full of food. She fed it to him. And before she did that, she said, this is the love of my life. She professed love for that man. Unprompted, unprovoked. She looked at the camera like, y'all young bucks can learn a little something. Y'all young fillies can learn something. Look at what is about to happen. She said, you hear that crunch? That's from the peppers, what it need. He said, need some spice, but hold still, and kissed her. The way she looked at him with the intensity of love in her eyes for this man. This man that has probably done countless sacrifices through the years. This man who had done worked his whole life to provide for her, to provide for them kids, to give her that rock that was on her finger. Did you see that rock? To give her a good life, to respect her. He loved her, honored her. You can't tell me over the years that they didn't have no trouble, because that wouldn't even be realistic. But she can look, no matter what they've been through in their relationship, she can look at that man with that love still smoldering in her eyes and tell the world, this is the love of my life. And when he said, I want a sandwich, I want some chips, I want a little tea, she said, you want me to make that for you? And then you know what she said after that? Did you hear that? She said, I promised God I was going to look after you. He said, well, I'm going to go sit down. Because that woman has done what? In return for the sacrifices that that man had made, that woman has made it her every motive, her every moment to bring peace to that man. She has made it her mission in life to bring peace and comfort to that man. And she rooted it in, I promised God I was going to look after you. I was going to look after you, not me. I didn't promise God I was going to look after me. I promised him I was going to look after you. Because why? You looked after me, and you still do. You deserve to go sit in your recliner and wait on me to bring you something to eat. The service is what I live for. That was a lioness in action. A seasoned lioness that know what a lion wants. She know what's going to bring a smile to that man's face. And you can still feel the passion he had for her. It needs some spice, but hold still. He's still smooth. You know, I'm going to kiss her. On camera, I'm going to kiss her. That was his way of showing the world, this is the love of my life. I would never trade this woman in. This woman been good to me. This woman has been there for me. This woman has supported me. This woman has served me. This woman has been my peace. If I had to do it again, I'd pick her again and again and again. That's what you saw. But you hyenas will never have that, because you scoff at everything that woman did in that video. But that's how she got to that point in her life with that man in a marriage that long. That's how she got there. That's how she got there. Not by celebrating her own happiness and going around and telling everybody how happy she is that she's single now and ain't got that man. That's not how she achieved happiness. That's not how she achieved fulfillment. She achieved it by doing her duty as a wife to that man. She honored him and he honored her, but you honor no one. You could have that, but you're so busy worried about he don't make enough money. You had a man in your life that wanted to love you like that, but you were so chaotic. You were so chaotic and so on demon time that he said, I can't. I want to, but I can't. Some of y'all have had men to stick around you for years to give you a chance to straighten up, and he couldn't. You wouldn't straighten up and he couldn't do it no more. because you were so chaotic. You never brought him peace. You never did nothing he wanted you to do. You never did nothing he asked you to do. You never served him a day in your relationship. You never gave him peace, not a day. You always had a complaint in your mouth. You always had trouble. You always had something he wasn't doing right. You always had something going that told that man he wasn't gonna get no peace out of you. That no matter what he did, no matter how he conformed, no matter how much provision, no matter how much problem solving, no matter how much protection, no matter how much procreation he did with you, you wasn't gonna change. He was never gonna be able to clear out enough trouble to make you be his peace. You couldn't do it. You wouldn't do it. The simple things he asked you to do. Y'all argue last Thanksgiving about fixing your man a plate. When April Mason said, fix y'all men a plate, y'all argued that woman down on Facebook about something so simple as fix the man a plate at Thanksgiving. This woman done already made the food, want to make a plate. He want extras. And she said, you want me to fix that for you? And he looked at her like, you know I do. She said, I promised God I was going to take care of you. I was going to see after you. So here come your sandwich with a smile, in a loving spirit, in the spirit of giving, in the spirit, not a spirit of spite. She wasn't mad with him. You want it? She didn't do that. I ain't fixing you nothing. I already made it. You can stand in here and fix it yourself. She adored that man. You run all the men away that would have treated you like that. Because you got a mouth, you got an attitude, and you masculine. That old woman was feminine. That's what femininity looked like. Since some of y'all want to act dumb and confused, that's what femininity looks like. You just witnessed it in action. It was beautiful. The smile, the gentle way she talked to him. And you could see the love he had for her. Y'all still running around here thinking being feminine, a man gonna be mad with you and rough with you and angry with you and mean with you. He gonna take advantage of you, treat you bad if you be feminine. That woman been feminine a long time. That's who she is. She act that way off camera. That was not an act. That is what she do for that man every day. She been doing it every day for years. With kids, when the kids was grown and out the house, she been doing that same thing. I bet you she could tell you about the stories. He would come home from work. I would have the dinner ready. I would get the kids. And she could tell you her whole routine from 20 years ago. From 25 years ago when kids were still in the house. 30 years ago when kids were still in the house. And she'll tell you that story. I guarantee you she'll tell it to you with a smile. And look cross at that man and tell you how much she loved that man. How much she valued that man. Not because he had millions of dollars, but because he was a valuable man. And to reciprocate, she was a valuable woman. Y'all don't. Just a lesson. Just a lesson. That's what femininity looked like. It's the total opposite of everything you do, say, and believe about relationships. You'll never grow old with nobody because you don't know how to treat nobody. You would never do that for a man, no matter what he do for you. And that's why you'll be alone. In any case, we have a petition against the Black Lives Matter Global Networking Foundation, and I would love to draw everybody's attention to for their misappropriation of donated funds to the tune of more than $100 million. We also have a 6-step initiative. We've completed the first 2. We are actively working on the 3rd step. And this is basically to address the needs of the Black community at large across the United States and just give us the support that we need, right, in order to become better, in order to become more cohesive, and in order to provide better for our current generation and the future generations as well. So if you want to become part of holding Black Lives Matter accountable, please go into the description box, hit the link for the petition, sign it, share it, and contribute to it. Also get down in the comment section. Let me know what you think. Like, share, subscribe to the channel if you have not. Once again, I'm your host, The Crimson Cure, and this was my perspective. Bye-bye, Crimsonites. Hey guys, please like, share, and subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell. And if you've got more to say on the topic, leave a comment down below. Also, don't forget to support our sponsor who so graciously supports this channel by clicking the description box and the link for A-Game at agameherbal.com. You can go ahead and get a 10% discount off of your next purchase using the code Kendra10. This has been yet another Crimson Cure production, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.